Couple more vacation stories I wanted to tell. This really annoyed me. There are a lot of Germans who vacation on the island of Majorca off the coast of Spain. Let me back up. That's not what annoyed me. I'm only setting the context here. And because so many Germans and Brits also vacation on that island, most restaurants have menus in, well, they're in Catalan, which is the local dialect on the island, also in Spanish, which is the official language of Spain, and typically in English as well as German. And we went to one particular restaurant that actually had a lot of German wait staff working there, individuals whose native language was German, and they learned some Spanish and English. They moved to the island. They said, hey, this seems cool. I'm going to get a job here. So we're at this restaurant. It looks great. Everything's going great. There's this really common dish in Spain, and actually in Portugal and a lot of other places, which is, it's basically garlic shrimp, and it's called gambas al ajillo. Now, I pronounce that word ajillo, the double L, as I pronounce it as a sh, because I'm from Argentina. And in much of Argentina and parts of Uruguay and a couple other small spots around the world, Spanish speakers pronounce the double L in that particular way. It's kind of one of the few ways you can identify someone who is from Argentina. So we wanted that dish, and I said to our waitress, who was a native German speaker, I said, gambas al ajillo. And she looks at me as if she just thinks I'm just trash, like this idiot trying to speak Spanish who really doesn't know how, and says, gambas al ajillo, which is, of course, the way that it would be pronounced in much of the world. And I say to her, still in Spanish, oh, I'm from Argentina, and that's actually how we say. And then she switches to English, and again is looking at me like I'm just trash on the bottom of her shoe, and says, that's okay, we can speak English. As if she doesn't even believe that I'm a native speaker of Spanish, or not even that actually is the way that it's pronounced in parts of the world. After this point, I was basically flipping out the entire meal. I hate to admit that the garlic shrimp was actually really good. But am I overreacting, Lewis, or was I right in thinking that this is not customer service oriented to treat people this way?
No, and I mean the shocking part is that this is a restaurant where you're supposed to be taking care of your patrons and treating them well. I mean, who cares if you mispronounce something? I've had people mispronounce things to me all the time in English,
Right.
that I would consider hilarious and bizarre, but I don't treat them like that.
I think the proper thing to do is, even if she believes that I'm an idiot who only speaks English and I'm desperately trying to speak Spanish, at least she knew what I was talking about. Just write it down and bring us the garlic shrimp, and that would have been it. Needless to say, the food was actually really good, so I'm glad we stayed.